Football fans, Chelsea fans, welcome back to the channel. A positive day for news as a Chelsea fan, but a bleak day for most as Manchester City win their second trophy on the way to an almost guaranteed treble. A painful sentence to say, but one that I say with a slight smile on my face, as I truly believe the days of joy will return to Chelsea Football Club, because Manuel Ugarte is apparently pretty much done. Chelsea Football Club are addressing problem areas in our squad and making world-class signings, top-level signings again. I'm not suggesting that these fix all our problems, but they are steps on the way back to the top of English and European football, a place where Chelsea Football Club now belong. But without further ado, we need to get into the main talking point of today's video. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 250 subs before the start of next season. So if we can make that happen, I'll be over the moon. But look, Eden Hazard, Chelsea's saviour, our hero, has done it again. This time without wearing blue. Eden Hazard has terminated his Real Madrid contract, a place where we felt he would only go on to achieve footballing greatness. As Chelsea fans, we believed in him to do so, but it hasn't quite happened. By terminating his contract, he has paved the way for Project Havertz at Real Madrid. Havertz may potentially be on the way out of Chelsea Football Club because Real Madrid believe that he is the answer to the Karim Benzema situation. And look, Kai Havertz, if this is to be the case, I wish you well. But what I want to get into is why Eden Hazard, now a free agent, has to return to Chelsea Football Club. He is, without doubt, the player of our generation, the best player to play for Chelsea Football Club in a long, long time. And I cannot even begin to imagine that he could potentially be available on a free transfer to return to Chelsea Football Club to give us a few more moments of joy. I cannot wish more to Todd Boehly, Mauricio Pochettino, that Eden Hazard's wish is fulfilled, that when he finished at Real Madrid, he would return to Chelsea Football Club. Now look, if we get on the phone and Eden Hazard is done with football because things haven't gone well, then that will be an awful, sad moment in the history of Chelsea Football Club and Eden Hazard's career. Because I truly wish for him to return to playing for Chelsea, no matter what has happened at Real Madrid, no matter the current form, no matter his current ability. Eden Hazard is a man that brought so many people like myself so much joy, put a smile on my face. Chelsea Football Club is a place where people come to feel belonging. And that is what happens with players as well. They come to Chelsea Football Club to feel a sense of pride, a belief, and a sense of home. And so many players have left Chelsea Football Club and ended up returning. Some past their best. Didier Drogba, David Luiz are ones that spring to mind. Matic, a player so young, returning to Chelsea Football Club. It's something that happens. These players cannot escape Chelsea Football Club. Managers too, Hiddink, Lampard, Mourinho. These managers come back for more because Chelsea Football Club is a place that makes everyone feel something that is almost indescribable. And I beg that Chelsea Football Club make a reunion with Eden Hazard possible this summer. Albeit a different looking Chelsea Football Club to the one when he left. An extremely different looking Chelsea Football Club to the one when he left. I pray that this happens. Eden Hazard is a must sign for Chelsea this summer. No matter on ability, no matter on history with Real Madrid and what happened there and how it just never was meant to be. Eden Hazard has earned the right to return to Chelsea Football Club because of what he has given us. Multiple European trophies, multiple Premier League titles. Eden Hazard is etched upon greatness at Chelsea Football Club. And I honestly cannot express enough how much I want him to return to Chelsea Football Club. He is, without doubt, one of my favourite ever players. And I am certain that is the same for thousands of other Chelsea fans. And Todd Boehly, Mauricio Pochettino, if you don't make this happen, then I am truly worried you will never, ever, ever get what it is to be Chelsea. That is it. End of. Eden Hazard should be in the blue of Chelsea again this summer. However, that moves me on to an almost completed deal in Manuel Ugarte. It is almost done. Chelsea Football Club have apparently agreed terms and agreed a financial plan with Sporting Lisbon to make Manuel Ugarte a Chelsea player next season. I'm over the moon. Chelsea Football Club have made a signing that states intent to return to the top of English football, to the top of European football. This is a player that has world-class potential. I don't think he's there yet, and I don't think he's the answer to all of Chelsea's problems. But the more this deal has looked likely, the more I've believed in it, the more I think this player is a serious addition to Chelsea Football Club. He's not a static holding midfielder. He has so much more to his game. He can run with the ball. He's mobile. He can dispossess players high up the pitch. He can break down teams when he's sitting in a low block. This guy is an essential signing for Chelsea Football Club this summer, and I'm excited by it. Manuel Ugarte will be wearing Chelsea blue next season, and he'll be playing at Stamford Bridge. And look, I've spoken about how much I wanted some other players in this position, and I still think we need to recruit in midfield. There's no doubt about that for me. One player will not solve Chelsea's midfield problems this summer. There's no doubt that's the case. But Manuel Ugarte is a step in the right direction, a player with a lot of potential, a player following in the footsteps of his fellow South American Enzo Fernandez. South American players will, I'm sure, be at the heart of this Chelsea team going forward because of the manager, because of the players that we are now signing. It is a place where they will see as a desirable location. And I have no problem with that, because that comes with this gritty determination to make it and to succeed in whatever you do, because that is part of their culture. And without doubt, some sensational players and talent will come from those countries as well. So look, Manuel Ugarte, welcome to Chelsea Football Club. I hope this isn't like last summer. I hope that we're not sitting close to the deal for weeks. I hope this is done. I hope Chelsea Football Club announce this, get the announcement out. I was fed up last summer. I've been fed up this season waiting for announcements. He should be announced within a matter of days and should be a Chelsea Football Club player as early as next week in terms of an announcement. Look, if the contract has to start in June or July, or it's June now, but whenever, then fine. But Chelsea Football Club, get the announcement out there. Make this happen. Manuel Ugarte is a step in the right direction to fixing our midfield problems and returning to the top of English football. And that makes me so happy that we are still able to attract players of this caliber. But what I do want to say is his arrival will ultimately come with the departure of a number of midfield players for Chelsea Football Club. We will see the likes of Mason Mount depart Chelsea Football Club. One that pains me, one that makes me think that he only sees dollar signs, that he genuinely was never proper Chelsea. The backing and the support that we gave this player over years and years of him being a young kid, the one that was making the step from Cobham to superstar level, following in the paths of John Terry, albeit not a Cobham boy, John Terry. He didn't come through Cobham. Mason Mount was the one that was going to make Cobham all seem worth it, because he was the one that was there at the beginning of Cobham, pretty much, along with the likes of a few years ahead of him, Ruben, and players like that. Mason Mount was a player that came to us in a time when things looked bleak once before, when we couldn't sign players, when we worried where Chelsea would be because we would fall so far behind our rivals. He was part of the team, a young team that fought to be in the Champions League again. And they did it and they achieved. And Mason Mount has been at the heart of some awful times at Chelsea Football Club. No fault of his own, but he has been there in those situations. But he's also been there in some wonderful moments. Mason Mount provided the pass, the assist to Kai Havertz to win Chelsea their second Champions League. And that is something I will thank Mason Mount for forever. And it's honestly something I thought I could thank him for forever. I never, ever, ever saw Mason Mount playing for another team than Chelsea. I just didn't. Maybe a return to Portsmouth, his boyhood club, at an older age. But do you know what? I just never, ever, ever saw Mason Mount playing for another team. And it hurts me so much. But I honestly feel like the stories are out now that he has been offered money that potentially would have been putting him in and around the top earner bracket at Chelsea Football Club. So there's only one problem, is that he just didn't want to play for Chelsea enough. Otherwise, he would have signed the contract. And it feels almost like a betrayal, and it's one that hurts me. And that'll be one forever that I'll struggle to see why he didn't want to stay at Chelsea Football Club. Because I can't imagine a player not wanting to play for this great club. No matter how bad times get, if you're Chelsea through and through, you always have belief that it'll be fixed, because that's happened at Chelsea. We've had bad times over and over again, and there's always been something better and brighter on the horizon. And even under this new ownership, when the plan at times looks ultimately chaotic and I don't know what the future holds, I still believe Chelsea Football Club will return to the top. We will set the standard once again, albeit a few years from now, I'm sure. I don't think it will be instant. And I just thought Mason Mount would believe that, but ultimately it's come to the point that he didn't. Because if the money's been offered and it was right, then I thought Mason Mount would stay. But ultimately, it doesn't mean he's not replaceable. It's just a tough one to take. Because ultimately, we loved Mason Mount. And that's it at the end of the day. But look, I'm going to move on from that topic. It looks like another player, a Champions League winner at Chelsea, is on his way out of the door. Mateo Kovacic, a man who also performed so well in that season. He was the only player we managed to get across the line with a transfer ban in place. A player that on a loan deal seemed to be so average, to be honest with you. But once he signed and he was a permanent Chelsea player, wow, he took to levels we probably never imagined that he could. He was a sensational player for Chelsea at times. There's no doubt about that. And Kovacic will go on to be a world-class player, I'm sure. At the hands of Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, where he looks likely to move to and start from next season, I think Kovacic will only go on to achieve greater things than he already has in football. A multiple Champions League winner, I'm sure, will add a Premier League title to his belt. And look, honestly, Kova, I wish you well. Your performances this season may suggest that you've down tools. And if your heart wasn't in it anymore, then fine. And motivation to play for Manchester City is there, then I'll let you go. It doesn't pain me as much as it does with Mason Mount. I think because of where Mason Mount come from. But it's still a hurtful one. And it is to go to another Premier League team as well. That's what hurts the most. It's the same with Mount. Moving to Manchester City, moving to Man United, on probably similar to money to what they're already on, it pains me. Manchester City, though, are a team in their own league at the moment. Whereas Mount joining Manchester United just doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't. And look, I'm not saying to any of these players, don't go and secure the bag. But if the bag's being offered at Chelsea Football Club and you love Chelsea, then why would you leave? Why would you leave? So don't give me any of that rubbish. Don't look upset leaving Chelsea Football Club because it really didn't matter to you if the money was being offered that you're going to go and get elsewhere. And one more is obviously N'Golo Kante looks to be on his way out of Chelsea Football Club, which is also a difficult one to take. And Kai Havertz as well. Thank you so much for that goal, but he could potentially be on his way out the door. Early ones yet, and I will make a video about Kai Havertz as well. But look, if you're new to the channel and you're liking the videos, subscribe, like the videos, stay up to date with what's coming out. Let me know your thoughts about Chelsea Football Club and where we could potentially end up. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.